Welcome back to Timberborn and our new diamond playthrough. And so we are getting there. Let's just start. We're gonna fill this in. Shit, but I can't see why we can't do it in this playthrough. Like I said, normally I would go to 50 videos on normally on Timberborn if I get through. Obviously, if I get through, if I get all my beavers pass away, then that's different. But this is how we normally do it. But we want to do more of this. We want to finish, get something nice. So we might have at least another couple of videos, maybe 5 at the most. We'll see. I just think it'd be nice to finish this off, since there's been a huge amount of effort to get this far with it. So it'd be pretty disappointing to say, oh well, this is the last one, and then we leave it, So anyway, last time I took this down, they're still doing their bits and blowing that up to the point where we gonna have this through. Better make sure that they can actually go through there. So, but we're not taking this down. We're only as of yet, because otherwise we'll flood this bottom. Now I've got to find a place for all this, but I don't know where I'm going to actually get this done. As I've got so much. So much of everything. I'd like to get this done first. Let's put that on and then let's get them up there and get that. I still not sure what we're going to use this. I mean, obviously we've got this for carrots, and but until I can get this fully finished, let's say, there's not much I can do with that. I can however get that up to full. And obviously with this here, obviously we're going to have to be careful here, although we could take out a couple of bits here and be able to go up to the next level. We can't do it because of this. Until I know that I got every single thing finished on here, I'm not going to take anything out. Because that would be a disaster. We don't particularly want one of them. Now we've got our bits here to pick up, and obviously we're sort of gonna move. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. We'll see. We'll see how it flows. We're almost back with water as well. We can't dam this up. We're gonna have to release this and then dam that up. We only have to dam up. I don't know how much we have to dam up. Oh, well, let's all this central bit here, quite frankly. Obviously, we know that this isn't moving because it's far too waterlogged. But when we go through here, this should technically reduce. I'll see. I'll see how it goes. We're not going to know how good, bad, or indifferent it's going to be. I'm also going to go down and now start deleting not sure why I have that one, but still. Is this is going down, so I'll get rid of this one as well. I'll also put, otherwise we'll have a leak. Well, we won't have a leak because as long as we don't have the top one, then we're fine. As long as this one's not leaking. Sorry about the pause there. I had to do a bit of coughing. It was for a second, so you probably wouldn't have known, but it is what it is. It's going to be quite nice to finally get something going here. Like I said, I want something that's pretty. Can we have something that's pretty? So that's what we're looking for. I'm going to get the pine because I don't know whether I'll need the pine, but I'm going to get the pine nonetheless. I'm going to delete this one now. And this one. And storage is full. Oh, right, okay. Nope. Let's go back up here and filling our nice little bit of gaps here now. As we know, this should be an incredibly large area. I'm just going to I'm going to start the ball rolling. I'm doing that because I don't know where the center is. Because this is so large. I know they're problem is I can't actually take it off to there. Unless I want to have one landscape, just one of these downwards. Then I can have this going, well, maybe not actually. I think we'll maybe have half and half because it's so large. It's probably going to have to do something like this. Well, maybe, I don't know. That has to go down. Or we want the aqua, see? Not aqua the group, but aqua. I think I'll take this off. And this off. That gives me the 2. Then I can put this down here. Depending on where I want the want that. That was there. That was there. Let's now put the. Oh, that's not what I want. Like here. That's yeah. See, that will go halfway. Same issue here. Well, actually, I suppose it's not an issue there. But we're going to do it nonetheless to sort of make it the same. Do that. I'll delete these now because I don't need these. Now what's that doing? Absolutely nothing. So that's now got rid of all these. It doesn't seem to be wanting to pick this lot up, but still. We'll cut this out. Now that's in. Like I said, it's going to be a big... I don't know whether... I think I can get them in here, and it might be a... Just because it's... It might be a good idea to have some storage. And have the... That's not going to work. That's a bit of a problem. I know I could have had the little storage, but I think the medium storage is probably better. No, that's not going to work now, and that's not going to work. I mean, it's that one I'll have to take out, and that one I'll have to take out. That one is going to have to come forward. Which means that's going to have to come out. That's now going to have to be replaced with that. This is going to be replaced with that. This now will go down. I mean, we are losing a bit, but we, you know, I mean, let's face it, there's twice as, well, there's 4 times, no, there's twice as much, isn't there? Twice as much as we had last time. Then we'll have there's a path that leads to that. How's that? That's pretty good if you ask me. Obviously, walkways pending. Unless I want to do a twin one. I might do a twin one, actually. And have that just going round. It sort of makes sense. Now, I know they're still going to complain about the amount of hours that they're working, and I don't blame them. The problem is we're trying to, well, we have got 3 going, so each one gives me 6. So we shouldn't be too long to get this building. And then I'll do that. What I'll do is because we know that we're gonna have another one is that. It's going well. All roads lead to Rome, as we like to say. Obviously, I haven't got the. I'm not building this yet, but we will be. We will be soon, and that'll be the halfway. So that'll be the. This will be this quarter. This will be this quarter. Let's. How many we got left? We've only got 4. The problem is, if we get a drought, we're going to be absolutely. I'm putting that on low because I don't want. I think they can get to that one anyway. I mean, it makes sense to fill this up with... Actually, does it make sense to fill that up with water? Possibly not. The whole point is this should be self-sufficient, shouldn't it? I suppose we... Instead of doing that, we could put... no, because we're going to have a mill. I might hold off on this actually. For now. And see what we want to achieve. I'll put that down low and I'll put this and then we only have to do this here. This is it. This is going in. Actually, I'll put them further down. Can I fit one in there? I wonder. Yes, I can. Quite sure why they're doing that from there, but I can go back up. Well, that's okay. I'll get this done first. That's the highest priority. We've got 100 now. Didn't take us long when we were. So that's about 10. 3, 6. No, it's 5. Yeah, it'll be almost this anyway. But they're gonna add to it anyway, so. And then we'll get that in. We can still have the water in. The second high rise isn't to do anything, it's just to finish off this line. To sort of make it look a bit better. And once I've got that in, I'm going to, once I've got this in, then I'm going to obviously allow that to go in because it's not going to come out. And obviously everything else then will come back. We just want this one. It's too far. Oh, it's too far. I can solve that one. $60-something left. We should be at the bottom waiting for this now to be cleaned up. No, we're not. We haven't finished this up yet. But I'm gonna have to do something with some of this lot. Why are they not getting empty? Come on. I want that to be emptied as well. How are we doing? We are getting there. Almost done. Just a little bit more. The only way they can go up is this way. Which probably means they can't reach it. And then we'll put this to good use. And we'll put this to good use. Like doing this. Why are you sleeping? Got some free beds. Right, we should just be able to get this in. And yeah, I can't see why I can't get this. And there we go. Right, let's just have this come in now. And this is obviously now going to start irrigating all of this. And they should put the trees back. Theoretically. I'm going to get rid of that because I don't really know what I want at the moment. And that wasn't what I wanted. But I definitely want this, so that's not a problem. Right, I'm going to ditch this. Where are you? And to probably don't need this anymore either. Yeah, that's a decent bit of water in there, and now we've got it set to our 90. What have we got metal-wise? We've got... here we go. If I do this as treated planks... Can I get as treated planks in there? No, I can't. They have to be an open one, don't they? Metal. They have to be a pen. A pen. Else. Right. Once we've done that one, I'll set this to the second. And then we can set this to the, well, it'll be the third one. I mean, one of the advantages is they're going to go wet fur, aren't they? So that's a wet fur bonus. I don't think I can get... No, I can. Right. Not got a clue what they're doing. Apparently somehow they're filling that bit in, but it doesn't matter. So that's our top. Or our second top. If I get this right, I could... I'm gonna say that's a 2. So that would be out of the way. I'm doing this because what I want is some sort of way of putting these, which are doing the wheat flour, and they're doing. We need, I think, the cocktail crackers. Maybe I can't remember. Right, so the drought has begun, but we've got our. No, the spaddock goes straight into. Where are you? If I can find you. I don't think we actually have any, to be honest, with the grill. No, that's not the truth, because where's the potatoes then? That's the question. Where are the potatoes? I can't spot them, which probably means that they're running off bread, not anything else. Now, also, since we can't do any... I've got about 80 left. Which isn't going to be enough to do all that anyway. I think the Baddox goes straight in there. I'm still going to do this. Get that built. But obviously when the water goes lower, this will stop. But it should go low enough. I mean, I've got to be careful because the things like the spaddock and the cactus cannot go too high. If the water's too high, they'll drown or whatever they were going to call them. So that's a problem. It says it's too far from a district. But what we'll do is we'll rotate that. We'll give it a little boost to put that one in. Now we've that's quite annoying, to say the flipping least. Because I haven't got any place for the treated planks to go. Which is a bit of an issue. Obviously, this is all getting torn down. I could put that through his person and take that out, and then take this out. To be honest, because I'm not doing too much at the moment. I mean, this is gonna, yeah. You see, hydrogenates. It's going to take them a while to get this back. That's chestnut. Not too sure how much chestnut I'll need, but still. I suppose, even though I've got that now, it would make actual sense to sort that out. Plant chestnut tree. We can do that to there. That's our oak trees. To there. Let's get rid of this. What is that doing? There's something missing on that, and I don't know what it is. I'll say I haven't quite figured it out yet. It should be fine. But anyway, plant trees, sprinkle, get that into there, and get that into there. That is... What? I thought that was maple. What the hell is this then? They're maples. That's chestnut. That's a maple tree. That's a maple tree. I think I've got sort of a weird line here, if you ask me. Let's just do maple here then. Plus, that line gets taken out. And then we do plant trees, and we'll do maple in here. That'll do for now. That will just give him something to worry about. How much have we got? Not got much left. I'll do that one. I can't actually get up there though, because this needs to be done. So we'll do this. There is none left anyway, so that's going to be an issue. Let's get rid of this. Once I've in fact, I don't need that one anymore. That can go. This can go as well. I can pick that one and pick that one up. I'll have to obviously blast that right the way down, so that's going to have to be... And then they can do this. Let's figure out... Now, like I said, this... The grills sparks, so... If I was to do this... with... Where the hell are you? The grill. and then clip that in. Like so. I still have to put something out on here because we can't get that like so. Actually, is that okay? Yeah, that's okay. So that would solve that problem. And we check the span up there, but we're still going to need something to go down. I think it will have to be something like that. Then we can send these down. I know it's not ideal, but I think that would work. Then let's get the aqua into there. Or what we could do and keep this line. I'm going to delete that anyway. I'm only using the line as a guide, but it's not a foolish line. That's not going to go around there if it hasn't got the oh, I can go around there. Well, that's quite nice. I'll get rid of this. Right, that's gone. But they weren't working. Don't know how that got cut off, but I'm sure there's a reason why. I think this will be okay. What's the law of averages that I'm going to regret taking them out? I don't, but still. I'm saying 90, it might be less than 90. So I might make that to about, say, 80. That now obviously can be put in. That can go to there. That's been done. Then we're going to do that. Right then, well, let's... See, it would be worth turning that and having... I've got to have a line. No matter what I've got to do, I've got to have a line to get out. That's not the one. I think that's the one that's under that anyway. So that's not going too bad. Now I've got this still running. I don't want that much more. Now, I don't particularly want to get rid of this yet. We are at our end of our video of this one. Let me work something out with the carrots, I think. I think if I turned an efficient farm, if I turn this, how far can I get this over? I don't really care, do I really? It goes to the outside. I'm gonna get rid of this because I want to. I'm gonna take all this out and get it taken out now. This is to the outside, so we'll be having path. There's a path there. This is almost out, so we could get an efficient food and flip that to here. Probably could have gone a little in a bit more, but it doesn't really matter because that's. That's at the wrong. I also need to fix that somehow. Then we're going to plant. There could have been crops, don't know. Crops, carrots. There. That would be a carrot. That would be a carrot. Prioritize carrots. Carrots. This is sunflower. That wants to be on that way. And we want the that to go up that way, right? It's so that this and this are on the inside. I've decided to do it that way. That's fine. If that's on this side, which it is, then we're going to need another fishing farm. Flip it. And we'll have that on the inside like that. So that's going to take care of this and this. And then when I've sorted this out, which we are going to do in about 2 seconds, and then we're going to demolish that as well. Just get rid of this, get this in full, and that should be not too bad. Get our carrots. Set that to sunflower. I'll set this inside as well, like I was doing before. And flip that. There. Just one. That's going to pick up that. Then we're going to plant some more crops. If I can get it right. Boom. And we'll plant the crops there, and we'll try and sort this back out here. Get rid of that. No, that's not what I wanted to select at all. Get rid of that, and get rid of that. Plant the crops again. Sunflower. That, and we should be fine. We'll be able to get more carrots this time. Jump for the boys. Jump for the boys. Put that as a sunflower. Put that as a sunflower. We have not got, well, I got 28 incapacitated. 20 flipping out, 28. It's probably because I'm running these as well. So when this is... Nothing in range, right. So let's plant... let's get this out of the way now. Don't want that. Don't want that either. That can go. And we'll get that picked up. And we're almost at our end. So we did, whoops. We did get our doofus in. Let's get rid of that. Right, plant crops. We'll have spaddock in this here. Well, in fact, actually, what's that one? That's chestnut. So we'll do spaddock in this. We'll do spaddock in both of them. Oh, we can't do it there because of that. So it doesn't allow that to be under there. As long as that's not too high, I think I'm getting away with that. Alright, that's good. The idea here is to have, we'll draw some power around. I don't know how we're going to do it yet, but we'll work that one out. still need all this rubbish out. I can't think of where to put the damn thing. This is a bit annoying. I've turned off the... Oh, we've got the... I've got the... I haven't got that one in. Grilled chestnuts here, but I haven't got... Well, we've got syrup there, but no place to actually be able to do anything with that. Which is a bit of a problem. I want this up as well, because, like I said, I think that's when I want it, actually. Probably have to have another one anyway, but it's best just to get them going. Obviously, this centre one's a bit of an issue because of this, but no, I will go up there. That's going to be a bit of an issue. I've just realised that that's not going to work. It needs to back onto the... Oh, the only trouble is there is then that blocks off that. Oh, but they can go round. That's fine, right. There we go. I'm getting this plant. Span up in there. So we're getting our thing back again. This is obviously from cattails. It's a good job I didn't do that too. Too high. Right, I'm going to remove one of these. Which one do I actually remove, actually? Probably this one. There's a reason why I'm going to remove that one. Because that's the one that can actually get filled in. Mm, 700 is not too bad. I think that's enough. Not quite sure if that's going to be the wrong level, but I'll forego that. But I've just given myself some. The idea is to give myself some room because I just don't have any room to be able to put anything anywhere. These are annoying. Up to now, anyway. Right. Right, let's get some storage. We do this for tree planks, we do this for the metal. I also want that to be emptied and that to be emptied. Now we're on our hour. Right, we're starting to get this up and running again, as we can see, which is good. It's all coming together slowly but surely, and we'll see what else we want to do in our next video. And like I said, I'm going to open this side up with so you can see in there whether it's all working anyway, but you can see it. And all this is going to be gone, so we can work out a. Don't think I need that many explosives anymore. I still need them, obviously, because I'm going to need them for this, but not that many. And it's definitely all coming together slowly, like I said. But anyway, we will see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out pixeldavid.com for all of those videos. We will see you again soon. Take care. Bye for now.